We're on the beat with Tony Morrone, and we have Brian Vollmer of the band Helix. The band Helix, it's a legend in Toronto. It actually North America. You've been
Thank you.
You've been performing since way back in the days. I used to live in London, Ontario, so I remember you guys were the top band. If anybody goes to see any band in London, it's going to be Helix. You guys carried it on right through the days of the Gasworks. I remember the last days of the Gasworks, you were there. I think we did a bit of an interview with you with Sebastian Bach and tons of other performers. But let's talk about Helix now.
Yes.
You have a Christmas CD.
A new Christmas CD, and it's called, actually a song that's gone out to Canadian radio, and it's called All I Want for Christmas is the Leafs to Win the Cup. And,
wait a minute. Isn't that an impossibility?
Well, we figure we're going to get airplay for the next 30, 40 years in that song until we win the Cup, so.
Okay.
But we win either way. You know, if they win the Cup, being a Leaf fan, I'm a diehard Leaf fan, you know, I'll win. But if they don't win the Cup, I'll win too, because I keep playing the song.
Well, Rock You is almost an anthem song.
Well, it's the anthem of this band for sure.
Yeah. Well, okay, so the Christmas song is out. What else? Is there an actual album that goes along with it?
Well, the song came out on a 7-inch vinyl, green vinyl single with its own individual artwork. B-sides is Jingle Bells. And also came out in the Best Of album, Helix Best Of 1983 to 2012. And that album is signed for distribution to 4 Worlds Media in Europe and Cleopatra Records in the United States. In Canada, it will be distributed by Fontana Universal.
I remember Cleopatra Records. Don't they do like compilation albums of like real high-end bands?
I don't know.
The guys from Yes.
I don't know much about the label.
Oh,
that's the honest to God truth.
Yeah, I've seen some recent bands that were on it. That's real high-end. I mean, you were signed to Capitol Records.
Capital EMI USA.
That was and you actually even covered a song, a Canadian song, by Foot in Cold Water.
Make me do anything you want.
You guys did a fantastic job of that. I prefer your song. I shouldn't say that, but I prefer your version to the original. Well, that's my opinion. So you're playing here at the Rock Pile tonight.
That's correct.
Which is Friday night. And then tomorrow night in Stratford,
Stratford, and these are Brent's 2 last shows with the band.
And Brent
Turner joined the band in 1975 and quit the first time in 1987, and then he rejoined the band a couple years ago in 2008. He initially said he was going to be in the band for 6 months when he rejoined, and it's been 3.5 years, so we got our money's worth out of Brent.
Now, you sometimes on the Nightingale site, you were doing like the East Coast. I remember watching the video of the East Coast tour. You guys are still really big on the East Coast there. That's
we play all across Canada. This year we played in Quebec City with Overkill. That was a sold-out show at the Imperial Theatre. We're playing at the Deerfoot Casino in Calgary coming up, the Century Casino in Edmonton. We've already played another sold-out show at the Regina Casino earlier this year with our Canadian friends Kick-Axe. We played the Monster Rock Boat Cruise from Fort Lauderdale to Key West and Nassau with Cinderella, Tesla, Y&T, Night Ranger, UFO, John Corabi. There was all sorts of people on that cruise, and we're doing it again next March in 2013. Only there's been 1 day added. So lots of dates coming up with Helix. We keep busy, and you can see us right across the country. Now,
you guys got signed to Capitol when you were playing the Gasworks, basically. Give us another brief story on that. You guys had a power amp failure.
Capitol came and saw the band. They were the last label to drop out of the bidding for the band on the No Rest for the Wicked album. We had actually recorded the album and then shopped it around to the various labels, and Capitol came out and they watched us play the first 2 sets, and then they left, and they stuck back in the back way to watch to see what we do in the last set when there was nobody there, because it was the middle of the week when they came to see us. And we had blown an amp the set before, and Brent put a little practice amp up there, and we just rocked out like we had a real amp and a room full of people. And the record company was so impressed that we put on the same show, even though there weren't as many people there, that was the thing that decided for them whether or not to sign the band.
And you guys have been rocking ever since with...
before and after.
Well, I mean, your producer, is it the same producer you've been using for years?
No, we changed producers. The last couple albums we used Aaron Murray, but we've used Mike Stone, we've used Tom Tremuth, Ronnie Mills, lots of different people.
Tom Tremuth from your part of the Ontario.
Yes. Tom Tremuth discovered the band.
Great. I think he's a great producer. I think some of your first few albums were fantastic for what was going on back then. You guys really came up with some fantastic recordings, but your videos also really were sticking out.
That was Rob Corley from Champagne Productions.
And Rob, yeah.
And then later on, Phil Cates on the Back from the Taste album with Running Wild in 21st Century, Good to the Last Drop, The Storm.
Okay, so we've been speaking to Brian Vollmer, and thank you very much. And